are back with another video, and we are going to talk about Chelsea because I realized a lot of people identify with Chelsea. Okay, and I don't know if people are really ready to pull back the layers from a therapist about why women identify as Chelsea are related to her character. So, I'm Denise Brady, and let's get into it. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know I drop videos weekly to get into some things. So let's get this started. So how many of y'all identify with Chelsea? Let me know in the comments, raise your hand, like this video. And I think a lot of people identify with Chelsea because you're hopeless romantics. You're in love with the idea of love, of marriage. It's something you have wanted for a very long time, a relationship that you see yourself growing as a person. Maybe some people that idealize marriage that they see on Instagram, social media. And because of that idealized love, that idealized image that you see oftentimes on social media, you often miss red flags because you want it so bad. And I think that's what we saw with Chelsea, is a woman who has wanted it so bad that she is in love with the idea of love, in love with the idea of this person. That are there red flags? Yes. Is she a smart woman? Yes. Does she have her career together? Yes. But that anxious attachment style got control over her. Okay. And so women like this date because they have this with the forefront of this idea concept, this idealized version of relationships, romanticism. Maybe in their friend group, they're the one who hasn't gotten married yet and don't have kids, and they need that fulfilled so bad that they will do anything to get it. And you see that often on reality shows. A lot of the women that we see on reality shows, The Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, Love Island, a lot of these people have anxious attachment styles. And you see that in their behaviors, their interactions, how they relate to other women on the show. And with Chelsea in particular, there were so many red flags that we saw. I think she saw them too, but that anxious attachment style underneath what you guys saw, because I heard a lot of people say that they feel like she was secure. And that would really motivate me to make these videos, because I don't know if people really realize what secure attachment style is and what anxious attachment style is. Because me, I don't see the secure attachment. I see the anxious attachment style showing up in her interactions. Even when it came to her interaction with Micah, seeing your fiance having a conversation at the pool, do you go over there and you stomp? Do you make a big fit? No. But I think there's a place, a way to have a conversation that, hey, this is making me uncomfortable. Hey, I really don't appreciate that we're spending time together and we're getting to know each other, but you're spending a lot of your time over there with another woman. Not any woman, but a woman that you had feelings for. We can have that conversation, but instead, she stayed where she was. She talked about it with the other women. If that was me, I would have went over there and said like, hey, are you here for me or are you here for her? Because I thought you chose me, but your actions are showing me that you're interested over there. So are we gonna make this work, or do you wanna be over there? And was that confrontational? No, I think there's a way of saying things, of conveying our feelings. But I think because she wanted this to work so bad, she wanted this idea to come to full fruition, that she ignored it. And I think it started to fester in her. I think she was a little bit passive about how she dealt with it. When they went and talked in the suite, it was very passive. And then when she was going to have a conversation with Micah later on at the party a few days later, it was still very passive. Okay, that to me is not an anxious attachment style. It's not a secure attachment style. It's anxious. See how much anxious is on my mind? That is our focus today, is anxious. And we see so often women really want the relationship so bad that they ignore, or they think it must be me, it can't really be him. It must be me, I'm the problem, when really his behaviors, his actions are showing me that he's just not that interested. But I'm so used to being in my head about things in my mind that I'm just questioning myself. And so I continue to have a relationship with someone who's just not that interested. It's okay, ladies, to let go of men who are just not that interested. You have to believe that you will find somebody better. You have to believe that you are the diamond. Like, I am the diamond, I am worthy, I am worth a man treating me right. Not, I'm gonna stay in a relationship just because it's better than being lonely. And a lot of people stay in relationships based off the fact that they don't want to be lonely, that they're okay with breadcrumbing. Have you ever heard that term? It's when someone leaves little sprinklings along the way to show that they're still interested, but they're really not interested. They're just trying to see if they can still have you on that fish hook. That might mean as they're texting you less and less, they might text you say like, oh, what are you doing? Prime example right here, okay, of breadcrumbing. So you've been dating somebody and they said they openly want to date somebody else, and you are hearing from them less and less, but then suddenly they might send you a text saying like, hey, what are you up to? But then you don't hear from them for hours. When you respond quickly, but then once you say like, oh, I'm at work or whatever it is you're doing, you don't hear from them for weeks. Maybe not weeks, maybe like a couple of days, hours. To me, that's breadcrumbing, because he might have someone else he is interested in dating, but he wants to make sure that he still has you on the back burner. So that is breadcrumbing to me, leaving little, kind of like a mouse with a little bit of cheese. The mouse starts to, like a little bit of cheese, leaves just enough to keep you interested, because if the other girl that I have met on Hinge, Bumble, whatever these apps, if that doesn't work out, I know you still over there, okay? So recognize the signs of when someone's not interested. Chelsea, I feel like she knew the signs, but she was thinking with the, I've been a little girl, I've had this dream, I want to get married, okay? That's what was at the forefront of her mind. I'm like, where were your friends at? Because ain't no way I'm seeing all these signs in a relationship that my close friend or even a friend is having, and I'm not gonna say like, girl, this don't sound, you might want to rethink this, because he don't really seem like he's showing that much interest, and you deserve better, okay? But oftentimes friends are not ready to hear that. They don't want to be they don't want you pointing out the negative, or you just being a hater, you just being negative. No, I'm seen as a friend, you deserve better. And he's not treating you right, but some people have to see that on their own. They're not ready. So let me know, are you a person that related to Chelsea? Have you ever heard that term before, breadcrumbing? Look at your own relationship. Are you being breadcrumbed? Is he showing as much interest, and vice versa? Is she showing you as much interest as she is in the other people that she's dating? It goes both ways, but don't allow that anxious attachment style to be the forefront of you dating. Like, are you dating with your, right mind, or are you dating with the anxious mind? Do you show up on those apps or those dates? What version are you showing up as? Is it that anxious attachment style showing up? Think about it. If you want to hear more about dating attachment styles, let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time.